The Super Media Bros podcast is a founding member of the OddPods Media Network.
Hey man, it's me, Kevin Smith. Two things I know in this world: black and white convenience store movies and podcasting, man. So when I give you a podcast suggestion, people tend to listen. I'm about to drop some on you right now. Check out a great variety of podcasts on the OddPods Media Network, man. I'm talking shows Super Media Brothers, Married with Television, The 500 Section Lounge, From the Middle Podcast, Pod Askew, BFYTW, and Infectious Groove, all proud members of the OddPods Media Network. They make me so happy, spittle flies out of my mouth when I talk about them, man. I love anybody that creates a podcast network, and the good folks at OddPods have done exactly that. Go listen to all the podcasts on OddPods Media Network right now and tell them Silent Bob sent you. And when they say, wait, I thought he doesn't talk, and you're like, yeah, well, he talks one line per movie. And then go like, what? And the one line in a movie told you to go listen to OddPods Media Network? And then be like, look, it was just a fucking sign-off catchphrase. Get off my dick. And then you'll have made a new friend.
I'm Midnight Agent Raw.
And I'm Special Delivery Dev.
What's up? Happy holidays, you sons of bitches, and welcome to a bonus stocking stuffer episode of the Santa Media Bros. Because you know, Devin and I need a fucking palate cleanser after that god-awful Home Alone movie.
Don't talk to me.
I'm sorry.
You should be sorry.
Look, okay, look.
No.
Hold on, no. For everybody out there listening, I'm throwing this out there, and I'm gonna do this publicly, Devin.
Please. I've been waiting for this.
Okay. I love you, man. I'm so sorry I put you through this.
I love you too, just not right now.
Okay, you should love me because we just watched Rise of the Scarecrows, Hell on Earth.
Yeah, that helps.
Okay, good. I'm glad it helps. Listen, everybody out there, you could go back and check out the interview we did with Geno McGahee and Greg Hatanaka of Cinema Epoch. We've given you the Amityville Cop review, but now it's time for Rise of the Scarecrows, Hell on Earth, because who doesn't love a little bit of horror during Christmas?
Amen, Brother Ben. Look, listen. Just going and visiting with your family every Christmas, that's pretty horrifying. So, yeah, I love a good little horror story halfway through the December months.
That's what I'm saying, dude. Right now, this is what it calls for. Now, Geno McGahee directed this one. It's a sequel, and he wrote it as well. It's a sequel to his Rise of the Scarecrows film, and he's got a slew of other films. I mean, in fact, his Satanic Meat Cleaver Massacre was on our first Cult Cinema Showdown.
Was that the first one?
Yeah, it was 420 Massacre versus Satanic Meat Cleaver Massacre.
That's right. Okay.
So let's dive into this one. Now, I wouldn't necessarily... I think there's some direct references to the first one, but this seems to feel more of a standalone, kind of a soft reboot, kind of, a sequel. But God, is it fun? I mean, it's definitely micro budget. For those of you out there that don't know or are not familiar with his filmography, it's truly independent cinema. It's truly DIY, and that's why I love it so fucking much.
There's just something so raw about it.
Yeah, but that's the best fucking part, and I know I know that's how you mean it too. But
yeah.
For real, that's the best part. So the story goes, in these woods, these scarecrows. I'm not going to give it away just yet, but beware, there are spoilers ahead for those of you that haven't seen this yet. But you can watch it for free on Tubi. Now, for us, we checked it out on Tubi, and goddamn, I will say the commercials cut in some of the better spots where I was like, you son of a bitches.
Oh, not only that, I don't know about you, because we were watching it separately. What commercials were you getting? Because all I got were vegetable commercials.
I got a lot of fucking Tide commercials.
Nah, dude, I got veggie commercials.
No, that sucks.
It was horrible, but at the same time, I was like, scarecrows, fields, vegetables. Okay, I guess.
I don't know. I just kind of feel like the fruit stand should have been a vegetable stand at this point because it could have run over the fucking vegetable commercial you were watching.
That would have been so sick.
I know, right? So let's jump into it. The scarecrows, spoilers, the scarecrows they cannot be killed, and they feed on the blood of those that come into their domain, which is the woods of this town. And right at the jump, you just get these two teens, I guess. I guess it just serves to be like, oh, we got to start off somehow because these two are fucking irrelevant to the rest of the film. And that's what I love about it. They're just there to get fucking slaughtered.
Dude, and it's so funny to me because you can tell that he was trying to like scare her, but also be like the cool dude and everything.
Right.
But here's what was cracking me up though. They were standing like 4 feet apart, but my man's was trying to spit game.
Right.
Like, I was like, bro, you're both just standing there awkwardly with like a whole person distance away.
You ever see how Vince McMahon teaches the wrestlers to watch the fucking monitor?
Yes.
How they stand back, like their backs towards it, but they're turned to looking at it. That's how they're talking to each other.
I was like, what the fuck am I looking at right now? And then I realized, well, they're probably, what, 16?
I mean, maybe.
So I guess?
But the dude is telling her about the Scarecrows and it's like, oh yeah, like, my dad, I think he's like, my dad told me not to come into these woods, but yet here we fucking are.
Yeah.
And, you know, and yeah, he's just sitting there and he tells her about all this and she's just like, oh, the conspiracy theorist or whatever. And then eventually he's just like, well, I got to go take a piss. I'll be right back. And he fucking walks off. She gets fucking murdered. Like, and then it just cuts to this metal as fuck music over and I texted Devin this shit when we were watching. I was like, dude, this is metal as fuck. Yes. And it was just the opening credits of just driving and shit. And this is where we get introduced to Mitch, who's the main character, who is a writer. He's trying to finish a book and he shows up at his dad's house because his mom passed away and he's kind of there to help his dad renovate the house and just be there with him. And then he's taking time to finish his book while he's there and shit. And then it cuts to the other secondary characters that are going camping. And you pointed out the QT Marshall looking motherfucker.
Bruh. Yeah, we had a QT Marshall looking dude, or Marshall, depending on who you're talking to and when. Because when he first started on AEW, it was Marshall. Now it's Marshall. I don't know. Oh, QT. All right. We got him. Mitch looks like the fucking discount Toby from The Office. Fucking like. Then we got, I don't even know what Mullet Boy looks like.
Mullet Boy.
Yeah, we're just going to call him Mullet Boy.
That's right.
Then there was another female, girl, lady, woman, who looks like every hot chick that's at the Circle K 7-Eleven at 2 in the morning.
Oh, you're talking about the chick with the tattoos and the piercing? Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I thought that was pretty funny. You just straight up pointed, you're like, dude, I've run into this at Circle K at 2 in the morning before. I'm like, what the fuck, dude? What the hell?
I swear on everything, man.
SWARE. Swear. Yeah, dude, I'm telling you. But I laugh because they're making jokes in the liquor store where they're just like, didn't they say something? They were like, I think the liquor store clerk wants to fuck us or some shit.
Yeah, some bullshit.
It was so fucking funny because they were talking about how they could get like maybe get free beers or some shit. But there's this rando dude that's standing behind the counter with him. Like when they go to leave, he says, he's like, they're going straight to hell. He gave his best, like, Ivan Drago fucking impression, dude. It's like, must break you. They're going straight to hell. This shit was great. But then we meet this other character named Stacy because Mitch and his dad are kind of talking on the porch, which I got to point this out just because there was some like ADR mismatches here and there, but it kind of added some charm to it. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, dude.
Like at first I
thought I was tripping at first.
Dude, I straight up like rewound it on my laptop. I was like, all right, let's let the buffer get away, you know, we'll figure this out. And I kept rewatching the same clip over and over again. I was like, oh, okay.
Oh shit, dog.
Yeah, that's why by the time you texted me like later on down the road, I was not in sync with you at all.
Like, bro, I had to pause it a couple times.
Yeah.
But this conversation kind of cracked me up. Like, some of it was, like, legitimately, like, oh, okay. Like, the dad talks about how he regretted not taking this cross-country road trip and all this other stuff. Like, because he regretted not, you know, doing more shit or whatever with his wife and all this shit. But then Mitch comes around and he's just like, he's talking a little more. And then his dad's like, well, what about Lisa? And he's just like, oh, I don't want to talk about that. Because, like, they broke up or some shit. And he was just like, yeah, it's because I was boring. I'm like, bro, that ain't hard to fucking believe. Because he's totally, like, I'm not saying he's a stick in the mud, but He's definitely discount Toby from The Office.
That's what I'm saying, dude. Looks, mannerisms, everything.
But this part of the shit cracked me up because then his dad was just like, well, I know some women at the church, but they're in their 70s. And then Mitch is like, I'll pass for now.
I mean, shit, he's missing out. Them old women could take out their teeth.
That's right. Did we not talk about that a while back?
We probably did.
Yeah. We talked about that on the fucking Mandy episode, Mandy versus Drive Angry. It was like, when she was just like, you want me to take my teeth out and do that thing you like? Guarantee the lady at the church meet Mitch, and she's like, Mitch, I'm going to make you my bitch. You want me to take my teeth out and do that thing you like? And he's like, I don't even know if I like it. And she's like, you will soon.
Oh, I will like it.
God damn it. Oh, fuck. But no, this
is the wee hours of the night. My horniness knows no bounds.
Neither does Mitch's. Because he's only passing for now. For now. Until Stacy shows up. And it's just random because he's just on the back porch and she just pops in and she's just like, hey.
That was another thing. I rewound it. I was like, did I miss something? You know what, though? It wasn't until you just said that. That's actually a callback. He even said, they're not just going to magically appear.
Yeah.
I didn't even catch that until you just said that.
And then she just, I'm here.
Okay. All right.
For real, dude.
Because I was confused at first, but now it makes sense. Okay.
Yeah, exactly. So she fucking shows up and they hit it right off, which I think is great. Like, she works at the grocery store and, like, she doesn't do deliveries, but she delivers to Mitch's dad, Ben. Because, like, he's like, you know my dad? Everybody knows your dad. And I'm like, is he the town bicycle? But then we cut right to the campsite where the two dudes from the liquor store are there, and then you got the Circle K hotness, and then you got the other chick. I feel bad because I don't remember their names, but they're there for a weekend escape or a week long escape from reality. Which, of course, like, let's go camping. It could be anything. It could be camping. It could be fishing. But they just had to go to these fucking woods with these fucking baghead scarecrows. That's what they call them, by the way.
Yeah.
The bagheads. And I'm like, that's a pretty clever, like, folklore kind of name where you're just like, I don't know what they are, but they got bags on the bagheads. That's it.
Well, yeah, it's like, how many zombie movies do you know of where they actually say zombie?
Well, there's a few, but
there are, but like
I think that's a big reason I thought Walking Dead was cool because they called them different things.
Right.
Like walkers and, all this shit, but bagheads.
Yeah. I can't think. Now, granted, like, the genre of scarecrows, I haven't seen a whole lot of movies about them.
Right.
But the ones that I have seen, they were just scarecrows. So this was cool.
Yeah, I liked it because, okay, so like the way they look, I really dug it a lot because it almost had that, how do I put it? Like that rugged backwoods, like, I'm going to fuck you up. Like they were, they looked beef enough or big enough where I'll fuck you up. But I'm going to fuck you up wearing my goddamn flannel because I love Pearl Jam.
Yeah, like, they look like that, but, like, the mask and everything.
The mask design was so fucking rad, dude.
Dude, it almost reminded me of, do you remember that movie, The Strangers?
Oh, I love that movie.
Dude, that's what it kind of, like, gave me a little sense of.
Oh, you talking about the main dude in the suit? Yeah, oh my God. Yeah, now that you mention it, bruh, fucking yeah. Yeah, right on. But yeah, no, they were so great. And then there's a shot at some point where the bag comes off the head. And then what's under it is even fucking cooler. It's so gross looking.
And dude, at that point I was like, wait, what the fuck was the budget for this? Because that looks really fucking good.
Well, I know they spent a lot of time on the masks and stuff.
Yeah.
And you can tell a lot of work went into it. And I'm happy as shit. It looked great. There's this point where this is great. So like they're being watched, but then it cuts back, and then Ben, Mitch's dad, he's asking him about Stacy. He's like trying to hook him up and shit. And he's like, Dad, I don't know, blah, blah, blah. And he's like, well, surprise, bitch. He's like, she's coming over for drinks, so clean up. And he didn't say it just like that, but he may as well have.
Right.
He's like, surprise, Mitch. Mitch the bitch. She coming over for drinks. You better clean up. He's like, but Dad, I'm tired. You better put some water on that damn shit. Like, put some soap on you or something. But I think it's hilarious because how fucking awkward is I've never have met like a dude whose dad was trying to hook him up that bad with somebody that he has like, she even admits at one point she tried to date his dad.
Yeah, I caught that.
And I'm just kind of like, bruh,
I was just like, come again?
It's funny though.
Oh yeah, because the dad has so much more like oomph to him.
Right, like
so you can kind of see it. Like I can see that being the old man that goes to a bar and he just picks up chicks half his age,
and he just brings them to this house and he's just like, look, I know there's sheetrock everywhere and I'm redoing the floors, but the last chick I brought home made quite a mess and I had to redo the floors and the walls. It was spraying everywhere and yeah, good times.
He doesn't even fucking like do any pickup lines at the bar either. He just makes eye contact.
Oh, just looks.
He just does the look and then with one little index finger just
like, come here.
Come here. And she just yes,
she just floats. Yeah, yes, my lord, just floats over to oh shit. And then like when she fucking leaves, the reason he redoes the walls is because he just peels a section off and puts like another tally mark right there. he's like I bagged another one.
Bag him and tag him, boys.
That's right. So oh shit. So anyway, like that happens, and then this dude, this like one of the first good like on-screen kills we get, this random fucker walking in the woods. How's this motherfucker got cell reception in these motherfuckers? That's what I'm screaming. I don't know, but he comes across and there's a scarecrow on a cross, and I was like, oh yeah, here we go. So the scarecrow jumps down, and he fucking has like this hook, and he just slams it into this fucker's back, and he is like bleeding out of his mouth, and it's just like, and he's just like, and they fucking string him up. Like they just string him up by the back wound in this tree, but the way they're doing it is kind of funny because the one scarecrow is just like tugging the string or tugging the rope, but the dude ain't even really moving very much. But he looks like he's just like having fun stroking that rope. He's like, fuck yeah. Like the dude just fucking died, and that scarecrow is stroking that rope. He's like, what is this, fellas? That's beautiful. It's fucking great. That dude dies. And then it cuts right to this happy fucking music, dude. That fucking killed me. That dude died, and it's just like this happy,
just
fucking
upbeat,
bruh. Right, and Ben, Stacy, and Mitch are just chatting it up, like having the night of their goddamn lives. And then Ben's just like, "Well, I guess I'm gonna go to bed and leave you to it."
In other words,
I saved you a marker spot on the wall there, buddy. It's like you can start your own. I even left a Sharpie for you.
Your first tally.
Oh.
Took you long enough, boy.
So they start talking, right? Mitch and Stacey start talking, and she gives him this backstory about how like she wasted 10 years of her life on her ex-husband, and he was a piece of shit and all this other stuff. I seem to be an asshole magnet or whatever. And she starts talking about nice dudes don't exist or whatever the fuck, and he just kind of like squeezes his little shot in there, and he's just like, well, maybe I could take you out for drinks sometime. And I'm just like, go Mitch.
Finally.
Right?
She basically had to hold your hand through this shit.
I know, right? Well, then like it cuts to the campers, and like two of them are brothers, and they're just arguing over some bullshit. And then it cuts back to the house, and Mitch is pulling some fucking artwork out of the closet, and it's got scarecrows on it. And he's like, what the fuck is this bullshit? And then this random dude shows up, like it keeps cutting back and forth. Like this random dude shows up to the camp, and he tells the campers about the scarecrows and how his sister was murdered in the woods, and he's there to get revenge. Well, then it cuts right to the next morning, and two of the guys are just kind of like, man, that guy was weird. Like they just straight up just talked about how it was weird that he showed up last night. And there's like a giant like cooking breakfast joke about how like I think it's the Circle K chick who's like a good chef. They're like, hey, do you mind cooking us some breakfast or whatever? But the other dude's just like, yeah, but she might get mad and kick our asses or whatever. So he fucking straight up pulls a Dwayne Johnson, The Rock, and he tells her to know your role. And I'm like, bro, you fucked up. He fucked up because one, he told her to know her role, and he didn't even do the people's eyebrow when he did it. Like, so he fucked up.
How dare you?
Yeah, no shit. But what I think is funny is she rolls over and she's just like, maybe you two, like, she's like, I can sit right here in this tent and maybe you two can have some sausages for breakfast. And she makes like the dick sucking thing where she's basically like, y'all can suck each other's dicks for breakfast. Like, fuck you. Good shit. And fucking Mitch and Ben are like on the front porch again, and Mitch asks about the scarecrows and like the paintings. And then like Ben is like, he sounds like he's hiding something because he's just like, found those at a yard sale. Bro, you found these at a yard sale.
Like, why did they have so many? First of all, why did you want them? Why are you collecting this?
You're a fucking liar. And then Stacy automatically just shows up. It's almost like there's something going on. At least right now, we think that there's something going on. Because I remember like when we finally like resynced back up in the movie, I said, I like Stacy. You're like, she can't be trusted. I was like, I know, but you're like, anybody who goes for discount Toby from The Office cannot be trusted. And I said, well, in that case, watch her try to sacrifice this dude.
Tell me I'm wrong, though.
You're not wrong.
Bro, because she was bubbly, she was funny, she fucking...
Bro, she's savage.
Dude, that's what I'm saying. Like, you didn't catch Mitch saying anything.
Yeah, because like they go for a walk, because she's like, yeah, let's go for a walk and take your mind off of this stuff. So they wind up like kissing in the woods when they're walking. And then it cuts back. Like, I promise I'm getting to how Stacy's kind of savage, but it cuts back to Ben, and he's staring at the paintings, and he's yelling, not my son, you've got your blood. And then we're just like, oh, the plot thickens.
Yeah. I was not expecting it. Like,
No,
I knew he was in on it some way.
But not like this.
Right.
So Mitch and Stacy run into the campers, and holy shit, beer! Because they're like, you guys want some beers? And then at first, Mitch is just like, I don't know, it's 10 a.m. And then Circle K chick's like, it's 5 o'clock somewhere. And I'm just like, you would say it's 5 o'clock somewhere.
Know.
And then, of course, Stacy grabs the beer and she's just like, fuck it. And then it's so goddamn hilarious because then Mitch all of a sudden is like, 5 o'clock somewhere, I guess. He's like, I guess I'll fucking take a beer so I can get some pussy.
My man's was simping the entire time.
Oh my God. So they all hang out and the campers are like, you guys should come hang out with us later. Like, we're going to do a party. And then Stacy is like flirting, but then she starts fucking with Mitch because like he makes an age joke where he's just like, do you really think it's okay for, like, not in a bad way, but he's like, you really think it's cool for a guy my age to be hanging out with, you guys your age? And then they just start making old jokes at him and all this other shit. And I'm like, bruh, Stacy roasts his ass like big time. I'm like, man, she's fucking savage as hell.
Kind of felt like us. Like,
yeah.
Whenever we first started hanging out, that's all your ass got.
Oh, we were roasting the fuck out of each other the first couple months, dude. That shit was hilarious as fuck. That's we still, what the fuck are you talking about? We still fucking do this shit.
I know, but back then it was just about age.
True. Now it's just about who has the biggest cue ball head.
I know.
We some bald motherfuckers up in this bitch. Anyway, yeah, so the fucking, there's a little brother of one of the campers, and he's drawing scarecrows in this booklet, but has no clue why. Because at some point, he actually mentions, like, I had visions when we got here. And he didn't think to tell anybody. But then again, he was getting fucked with, so I don't think he would have said shit. But he winds up telling Circle K, which, I'm sorry, like, I know she's probably going to listen to this and be like, this motherfucker here, like, doesn't even have the decency to get my name. But, hey, Circle K is a cool fucking name. I don't give a shit.
Yeah.
It reminds me of like Zombieland. Like you have like a code name.
That's your street name.
That's right. You're Circle K.
Wear it proudly.
Yeah. We could have called you 7-Eleven, but no, you're Circle K. Wear that shit proudly.
Exactly.
But because the K can be for cool, so you're like Circle Cool.
Yeah. Plus, I went to a 7-Eleven to get an exclusive bang. Look, I drove fucking 1 hour for an exclusive flavor that was only at the 7-Eleven. And they were out.
Did you drive to the fucking 7-Eleven in Baytown?
Mind your business.
Oh, God damn it. Should have stuck to the Circle K, because Circle K is for Circle Cool.
Yeah.
That's right.
Why don't they have exclusives?
I don't know.
They need to.
They should. Back to the story. So Mitch and Stacy go back to Ben's house, and he's not there, so they get kind of worried, and then they go to the basement, and there's all the paintings. And then Mitch just mentions to Stacy that he doesn't know how his mom died, but neither does Stacy, because Ben hasn't said shit about this. And it immediately cuts back to them in the woods. Like, no bullshit, like right from the basement, right to the fucking woods. It is the funniest goddamn cut ever. A bunch of these cuts are funny. So he's like talking about, I need to finish this book. And she's like, well, we should just go party and all this other shit. But there's like a scarecrow watching them, and you're just like, oh, we about to get to it. So when they get to the campsite, the dude that was drawing all the shit in the booklet tells the Circle K chick, is like, something bad is going to fucking happen. And she's like, No, it's gonna be okay. Steph, that's her name. Her name's Steph. God damn it. Circle K Steph. That's it. So she reassures him. Yeah, Circle K Steph. That's a great fucking name.
God damn it.
You're welcome. But they're like, she reassures him it's gonna be okay. He has another vision, but like the way he holds his forehead, it looks like that scene in Akira when Tetsuo fucking holds his head. He's just like, ah! And then, bro, I forgot about the sheriff. What a fucking asshole.
The fucking sheriff.
Bruh. So he's at fucking Ben's house because they got worried or whatever the fuck. And Mitch recognizes him because they went to high school together. And the sheriff is just kind of like, you know, things happen in our town as small as it is. Stacy fucks with Mitch more right here because, like, he used to get shoved in lockers and she was just kind of like, yeah, I can see why you were picked on. She's fucking so terrible.
I'm sitting there like, do you even like this motherfucker? God damn.
She straight up was just like, I wouldn't be surprised if they ran a train on you.
Yeah, at that point, that's whenever I stopped. I was like, you don't like him.
No.
Just say it.
Bruh, I know. She like immediately fucking snapped into a Slim Jim after that because that's how savage she was. She's just like, oh yeah, Mitch, you bitch. Coming off the top of the porch with an elbow drop. I got you for 3 minutes of playtime.
Yeah.
Stacy Savage. So anyway, it's nighttime. The fucking guy with the drawings steps in a fucking bear trap. And the Scarecrows come out and saw his fucking arm off, dude. That was pretty fucking cool. Like, they're just,
it was
like, the camera just shot right there and just keep cutting.
Let me find it. It sounded just like whenever they do this. Hold on. Yeah, I kind of have this like group chat, and anytime we find like a really hot chick, we send it to one another, and we just make like this is gonna sound so bad, guys. But we do this thing where it's like, this is what it sounds like, me eating that ass. And this is what them sawing the dude's arm off sounded like.
Rise of the Scarecrows! Ass on Earth!
We do this shit all the time, too, man.
Bruh, they cut that motherfucker's arm off and it sounded like they're eating ass. Oh my god.
Tell me I'm fucking wrong.
You're not wrong one bit. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. But it cuts back to Ben, Mitch, and Stacy, and they're telling Ben that they're going to the campsite for the party, and he gets like to them, like we know why he's like that, but to them, he gets like ridiculously irate, and he's just like, it's noise in the trash, and I'm like, bro, fucking chill. Like I don't understand why he couldn't have just told him.
I don't know,
but
because of plot?
Yeah, but Ben starts drinking, and Mitch is confronting him. He's like, I'm going to that party, but tomorrow we are talking, and it's like, that was the best you could do to be like a dick to him.
Not only that, but my man is like, what, 45? Something like that?
Mitch?
Yeah.
Oh God, I hope not. I hope not.
How old do you think he is?
38.
Really?
Yeah, I'll give him 38.
All right.
It's that fucking like, it's that shitty hereditary like balding gene.
That's the thing. I don't know.
Well, dude, like I've seen people balding at 21.
Fair enough.
So yeah, Toby from The Office. Come on now.
Yeah. Either way.
Yeah.
He's in his 30s. We'll give him that. He's in his 30s. He's like, I'm going to that party.
But tomorrow we're talking.
Yeah. I'm like, what?
Yeah, but here's the funny part. No sooner than he says, but tomorrow we're talking, the edit is immediately cut right to them just walking up to the fucking party.
Yeah.
I'm going to that party. Oh, we're here.
Just fucking teleported.
They really fucking did. It fucking would be funny, like, if they legitimately teleported. Cause you just hear like, pew, like right on the fucking ground, like they just fall out of the goddamn sky. But then there's no more movie because he's fucking dead. Like, oh fuck.
Fuck.
Well, there goes the fucking rest of the movie. Cut.
Yeah, like it wasn't even part of the actual script.
Like he legitimately like fell and got fucked up. Like, oh shit.
Geno's sitting there like, fuck. Keep it in. That's our best kill in the movie.
Yeah, keep it. Oh my god. Yeah, keep it in. Sign this non-disclosure agreement. Sign this waiver.
He just takes fucking Mitch's limp hand, puts a pencil in it, and just writes it for him.
Pencil? Not even a pen! A fucking pencil!
A fucking crayon. A highlighter.
Yeah, exactly. Fuck. Man, we've derailed so bad, but fuck it. That's great. Oh my God. They arrive at the party, and then it cuts to Ben, and he's just like, there is a price, but this has to end. He's talking to the sheriff, and he's telling him this, but the sheriff is like, we're married to this. Your boy had the chance, and you blew it. So basically, they know that the Scarecrows have a killing season, and this is it. And this happens every year. And the sheriff is basically in charge of cleaning up the mess and making up how these people have died or burying them and just forgetting them altogether. The Scarecrows cannot die, so they just let this happen. There is some kind of like blood like oath thing that keeps them alive, I'm assuming, because they can't die. Can we talk about the fucking dancing at this party?
Well, it was dancing, and it was at a party.
Talking about like Mitch specifically, that fucker looked like Elaine from Seinfeld. You know the fucking scene I'm talking about.
Yeah, I do. I fucking just stared like he was the eighth wonder of the world. Like I couldn't believe my eyes. I was in shock and awe. And while everybody else was just going about their own dance, like as if they're not seeing this.
Right, like anybody in their right mind would have just turned to him and been like, you fucking dork. Like there's no other name they could have put him down with. Like just like he's so lame that they have to use the word dork. Like, yeah, you fucking dork.
That's like whenever you just look at somebody and go, you stink, man.
God, yeah, no, it's like nobody says it anymore, so if you do say it, it's like, ooh, damn, that's like...
I don't even know how to respond to this.
That's like even just looking, you fucking reject. Like, that's what it says reject anymore. Like, they just turn to Mitch, and he's just like, yeah, I'm fucking dancing, and they're just, you fucking reject. Like, goddamn.
You're such a square.
That's why they call it square dancing. God damn it. So the sheriff shows up and he fucks with that Mr. Cooper dude and makes fun of him for hunting the Scarecrows. So like the sheriff starts threatening him and Cooper just shoves him over. So he just fucking leaves. And I'm like, that was easy. And then the Scarecrows come out. And then that guy that we just mentioned, Mr. Cooper, he starts punching the one Scarecrow. And I laugh because like there is a shot where he clearly misses this fucker by a mile. And you just fucking hear, yeah, you just hear, and he fucking sold that shit like old school WCW when they would throw a left hand punch and they would sell to the fucking left instead of the right.
Yeah.
like what the fuck, dude? Oh God. But it was fucking great because he clearly missed it, but then he pulls the gun out like right to his face and he makes him take off the mask. And this is where we're like, oh my God, it looks so fucking badass under the mask.
Dude. And what I like is like, you really only see it that one time.
Yeah, and that's like all you need. Yeah.
Yeah, they didn't overdo it.
Mm-mm. Well, the other ones come out and they kill him by sawing his stomach out. It took way long. Like that dude like took forever to die. Because he would just, slice. Yeah. 3 hours later. Wait, he did. Cut, he did. Like, he really did. Here, sign this non-disclosure agreement.
Bring out the fucking pencil sharpener.
Yeah, get it ready. Break out the stapler and shit. No, but seriously, like, it was funny because, like, the dude just took forever to die. And then he finally fucking died. And then there's more dancing. They keep cutting back and they're fucking dancing while these people are dying. And it's the best shit ever.
And somehow fucking Mitch's gets even dorkier and dorkier.
Bruh, there's a final shot of them dancing and it's like a fucking middle school slow dance. It was funny as shit.
Dude.
And then Mitch finds the Scarecrow drawings. He gets immediately triggered and he's just like, who the fuck drew these?
What is this? Who's drawing Scarecrows?
Who's drawing Scarecrows? I swear it wasn't me. Swear to me. So then they do like the Scooby-Doo split up thing, and then they go fucking looking for this bastard. They go looking for Randy, and Mitch calls the sheriff, and then Steph tells Jake about Randy telling her that, oh, something bad would happen. And then Jake immediately hauls ass and just finds him like that, because they've been looking for this motherfucker, and I can't find him. Well, he runs right to his corpse. Like, come on, how goddamn, like, they probably were going in circles around the actual spot, too.
Probably.
Then a Scarecrow shows up, and he's holding Randy's head on a fucking hook, and then Jake gets stabbed with a pitchfork right in the back. They Aquaman'd his ass.
Yeah, they did.
They fucking just, oh God, dude, they stabbed the shit out of him. He's just like bleeding everywhere. That was a good fucking kill, too. I was like, yeah, stab him.
Honestly, all of the kills were.
Yeah, they were fucking great, man. And so the sheriff is trying to tell everybody else to go rest, and he's like, look, I'm out here. The rest of my crew are asleep where I should be too. You need to get the fuck back up there. The sheriff is even savage at this point. But then like Stacy shows up and she tells the girls that like the Scarecrows fucking killed them. Poor Steph. She is immediately fucking killed by one. And I was just like, no! Yeah, exactly. It's like, no, fuck. So then Stacy just runs and tells Mitch, she's like, the fucking Scarecrows are real. And then the sheriff shoots the one guy in front of Mitch. But dude, look, I can't even fucking do it with a straight face. When I say he shoots him, there's no like real pomp and circumstance about it. You ever finger gun shot somebody on the playground in elementary school and they just, and they fall the fuck over?
Yeah.
That. But with a revolver, but just click. And the dude just barely anything. And I was just like, fuck yeah. You know where the special effects are, Devin?
Where?
In your mind.
No, the shotgun one.
You're right.
The shotgun had a special effect.
We'll get there in a minute. So all the Scarecrows come out, and it's revealed to them that the sheriff is in on it too.
Dun, dun, dun.
So Mitch punches the sheriff out and hauls fucking ass with Stacy and the other chick to Ben's. And then Ben was like, well, I have a deal with the Scarecrows. They can't come in the house, but you hoes got to get the fuck out.
Yeah, I was like, huh?
Neither of you made it to my fucking marker wall of fame. You got to get the fuck out of the house. There's no tally mark for you. Get the fuck out of my house. And then Mitch is pissed off. So he's like, fuck this. I'm going out with him. And then he was telling him, like, Ben finally is just like, well, your mom tried to be a hero and she fucking died trying to be a hero. And then Ben holds Stacy and the other chick at gunpoint and tries to, that's the other thing, dude. I forgot about that. He holds them at gunpoint and he's just like, I sure would hate to have to do this. I just laid this floor.
I know, dude. I was like, what the fuck?
Dude, he went dark right there. Yeah.
Bruh. Just out of nowhere, too. Like we knew that he was in on it and everything, so it wasn't out of nowhere to us. But as far as, like, the dialogue goes, it's like, God damn, dude.
I know. And the other fucked up part is they kind of casually mention, I think Stacy even does it. She's like, you set us up. And he absolutely did set them up. But you remember the Shovel Girl video?
Oh, yes.
Where that chick fucking hits the other bitch with the shovel?
Yeah, in the back of the head, yeah.
Okay, so the sheriff shows up and beats the shit out of Mitch, and he's trying to fucking choke him, and then Stacy comes up and just shovel girls the fuck out of him in the back of the head with it, and he just falls over. You just hear him go, oh, fucking cunt. The way he just like, fucking cunt. Like, call her a fucking cunt. And this is the shotgun scene.
Bruh. Straight up Birdemic shit. Tell me I'm wrong.
You're not wrong, because you hear like click, like you can hear the click of the shotgun, and then like the trigger gets pulled, and he fucking sells it. He sells it for real, and there's nothing there, like whatsoever. And then it cuts to him, and oh my god, good effects on this part right here. Like he's like his guts are like fucking hanging out and shit. But I was like, bro, he had a fucking gaping hole in his chest though. God damn, man.
He really did.
Punctured. So Mitch tells the girls to run, and he tells the Scarecrows, he's like, hey, we can work something out. But they're running in this stage. She's like, well, I can't leave Mitch. And so she hits one of them with a fucking shovel. Like, she's a bad bitch with a shovel. And they grab this truck, and then they fucking leave, and the Scarecrows enter the house, and they kill Ben. And then all of a sudden, one of them's outside, and another shot that I kind of giggled at a little bit. He's going like 0.5 miles per hour. like from the driver's perspective, he's going like 0.5 miles an hour. And they're like, is there any room to go around? And he's just like, no, I'm going through it. Fucking runs him over. And then the
fucking veggies everywhere.
See, this is the part where I wish it was the veggie stand now because the fucking vegetable commercials, the fruit stand. And I got to say, it may not actually be why, but I swear to God, they put this in there. I swear to God, this scene was put in there just to make a drive-through joke. And boy, did it pay off in fucking droves. Literally, he drove through it. And goddamn.
That's not the only joke that I fucking loved. The fucking credits. We'll get to it.
Yeah, we will. But it cracks me up. They're talking, and he makes a joke about, like, oh, there should be a drive-through or whatever the fuck. And then they just barrel through this goddamn thing, and it just fucking explodes. And then the one guy's like, yeah, talk about a drive-through. And it's like they fucking start laughing. And the dude that owns it was like, you fucking dildos. And then they cut to black, and I thought that was going to be the end. I was like, oh my God, this would have been the greatest ending known to man if the last lines of a movie was fucking dildos.
You know what? We got to do it.
Yep, we had to do it. 1 year later, Mitch and Stacy are still together. The book is finished. Mitch gives his dad's home to charity, but at his dad's home, this dude that's giving this house to this couple is like, he looks like he's from Vegas. Like, he looks like he's about to swindle them the fuck out of something. But he steps off the porch. He's like, I'm your guy if you need anything. And he just backs up. And the Scarecrows surround him. And then the screen cuts to black. And Jesus Christ, the fucking credits of this movie, the song.
Probably the greatest thing I've ever witnessed. I was like, dude, this could have... It wasn't by a long shot. But it could have been the worst movie ever. If that's the fucking credits.
Then it is saved.
Yes. Fucking amazing.
Then there's a mid-credit sequence where there's a reporter and he's talking on the phone about, he's like, no, it's not a conspiracy theory. I'm going to prove that they're real. And he's like got a newspaper up about like an article. And it's been a while since I've seen the first one, but I might be wrong. But it seems like there was like an Easter egg to the first movie or one of the actors or something in there. But I hope that's setting up for like a third one. I'd love to see a third one. Because what a fun movie. Like, yeah, I know we're ragging on some shit in it, but like that's what we do. Like, no, right. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter how good a movie is or how bad a movie is. It doesn't get away unscathed on the Super Media Bros. Like straight up. It doesn't matter. I enjoyed the fuck out of this movie. It was a good time. It is a popcorn film like a motherfucker. Dare I say, like it gets into that echelon of like, this is good, bad territory here. I fucking love it, dude.
Right, yeah. Like, and whenever I first saw the poster, I was like, oh shit, okay, yeah, let's watch it. And immediately whenever I saw like what it was gonna look like, I was like, okay, what is this? And then like once it got going, I was like, oh, okay, that's what this is. All right, this is cool.
Yeah, and the thing that I love the most, and kudos to all the people involved in this, like no bullshit, like dead serious, like kudos to every actor and actress involved in this, everybody on the crew, Geno, like, dude, Geno writes some humor into all of his scripts or whatever. It's funny because of all the stuff that, like, I know when he writes it, I can tell his humor, like when it comes up, and the humor in this was pretty fucking funny. The kills were great. I really enjoyed the small, like it really did have that small town feel. I know they shot it on location out there, but like even if there was like several spots where they had like, even the house that they used or whatever, it really did feel like, oh, Stacy probably walked across the street from the little small downtown that probably has like 7 shops in a strip.
Right.
Even though we didn't see it, in my mind, that's what it looked like. And it really lent itself to like, oh, small town feel. The woods looked like far the fuck away enough from, civilization. But, all in all, yeah, a damn fun movie. And if anybody out there hasn't seen this yet, but I mean, you sat through this or whatever, but you want to see it for yourself, please, for the love of everything, scroll up to the show notes below. We'll have links to this film. You can click it and go right to it and watch it.
For free.
That's right. For free.
No excuse.
You got to watch it. And if you watch it, tell a friend and tell them to watch it. Or hell, gather all your friends together and have a great time with it. Hats off to Geno and the rest of the crew on this, and the fine people at Cinema Epoch. Goddamn, never a disappointing time. Visit supermediabrospodcast.com for past, present, and future episodes. Subscribe to us on YouTube. Visit oddpodsmedia.com for all the other shows on the OddPods Media Network. Buy some motherfucking merch. Follow us on social media. And for the love of everything, stay tuned for the rest of the Santa Media Bros. We promise more gifts abound. Thank you guys so much for hanging out with us on this very special Stocking Stuffer bonus episode. Once again, check out Rise of the Scarecrows, Hell on Earth on Tubi or wherever else you can get it on video on demand. Until we see you again, I've been Midnight Agent Raw.
And I'm Special Delivery Dev.
Shades on.
We're off.